Good evening, friends and neighbors. I am Stephen Walker, and this is Living Local. Tonight, I'm going to sit down with ace of all trades himself, Mr. Shane Collins, to talk about your roof and why now is as good a time as any to get on the schedule for the spring. In the board store feature of the week, archivist for the La Crosse Public Library, Scott Brower, will stop by to talk about an award that Dark La Crosse is going to take home. You got a minute? Because I'm going to tell you about a special reunion coming to La Crosse next Friday. Nathan Himsel has our week in weather outlook, and we will get to the week that was. First, though, I want to let you know about Thanksgiving. Not the holiday, but like what's going on with us. We will be on the air bright and early before our football coverage begins at 8:30 a.m. Thanksgiving morning. Then we will air the show again at our normal time, 6:30 p.m. That's 8:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving right here on Fox 2548. Now, it's time for the Amundsen Appliance Week that was. Troop 34 in Chippewa Falls celebrated year 2 of their Scouts Giving Feast, where Scouts cook an entire Thanksgiving meal as if they were camping without electricity.
Typically using hot coals or wood or camp stoves to cook food, just like you were out camping. So we are doing turkeys. We are actually cooking them with hot coals. They are inside galvanized trash cans that have been burned out previously. They're clean.
The Scouts provided a complete feast with potatoes, stuffing, and cranberry sauce, but they were hoping to gain a little more than just cooking skills.
I hope this will help me appreciate how much we have for granted with the electricity that we have.
Well, scouting is about competency. It's about not only being outdoors, but teaching life skills and also having a good time. And this was a combination of doing all three of those things.
Gotta be honest with you, can't think of a better way to spend a weekend than by cooking and having fun with your friends. Lunda Park in Black River Falls is a well-known playground. However, if you haven't been there in a while, it might look a whole lot different than you remember. Now, the All Abilities upgrades are being recognized by the state of Wisconsin. And it all started, like most good things, with a couple of moms and their community.
It was in need of some upgrades and improvements, so 3 community moms kind of took the initiative to really get the ball rolling.
We all saw a need in the community. We really enjoyed getting together, and there was a whole crew of local moms that really enjoyed this park, but we saw that it wasn't maybe the safest park.
That community rallied behind these moms, and it seemed like nothing was able to slow them down.
Our excitement carried us through for sure, and we are just so lucky to be supported by the community we do have. We were able to get all the fundraising done within a year, and then the park was officially phase 1 finished within about 15 months, and then through phase 2 and phase 3, we were able to finish in 2 years total.
Careful thought and planning was put into those upgrades. They consulted schools, parents, and physical therapists to ensure the playground would be beneficial for everyone. Just like moms do, they made sure everyone has something in the park. There's even a walking trail around the play area so adults can get their steps in while keeping an eye on the little ones. It doesn't take a calendar to tell us that winter is right around the corner, and with it will come frigid temperatures. With that in mind, you might notice donation boxes beginning to appear at Amplify Health by Gunderson locations in the Cooley region. Monday marked the start of the 20th annual Amplify Health Blanket Drive.
It's something that was started several years ago, and the nurses got together, wanted a way to give back to the community. The purpose of it is for people in the community to bring new or handmade quilts, and then we will donate them to people in need this time of year, such as the Boys and Girls Club, Salvation Army, Catholic Charities.
The drive has always been a popular event for Amplify. Last year, they hit 600 blankets donated, but they have their eyes on bigger numbers.
We've had years where we've raised over 1,000 blankets, which is fabulous. This year we're hoping to raise 700 to get us to our total of 16,000 that we have collected over the years.
You do have a little bit of time to get your blankets donated to an Amplify location. The drive will continue through December 19th. But not just the Cooley region thinking of the coming cold. The Chippewa Valley has what I am calling the Scarf Lady. As I said, many folks are getting ready for the coming winter, and the Scarf Lady is thinking of her entire community.
Everybody knows everybody. You want to help your neighbor.
Chippewa Falls is a real tight-knit community. However, we welcome everybody. We love everybody.
That's the thing about kindness. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture.
It's people like this, somebody that isn't even on our radar that comes to us and are like, I want to do something like Terry approached me last year. This is her second year of doing this. How kind and how generous. And we were like, yes, of course.
There's a little tag on each of them, and it says, I'm not lost. If you need a scarf, take me and keep warm. So we just are handing them out so everybody in Chippewa can stay warm this winter. A small community is just so great about taking care of one another.
As a native, she knows how harsh the season can get.
Because winters here cannot be pleasant sometimes. I mean, those darn winds can really whip. So that's nice in that way. I like to be able to use a talent that I have and that I enjoy to give back to whoever it is.
Terry put in over 400 hours worth of crochet time, and for no other reason than to make sure those winds didn't hold such a bite.
That's the kind of stuff that a small town is.
And it's not just her time that Terry donates to this endeavor. The entire project costs her somewhere between $300 and $400 each year. However, she says she intends on doing it every single winter for as long as she can. That has been a check of the week that was on Living Local. When we come back, we're going to talk to Scott Brower about an award that Dark Lacrosse is getting. Stick around. This is Living Local. Welcome back to Living Local, friends. It's time for the Board Store feature of the week. This week, we have archivist for the La Crosse Public Library, Scott Brower, with us. A face you probably recognize if you're familiar with our Rivertown series. Now, how did that come about? Because it's kind of tied into what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so Rivertown came out of Dark Lacrosse, which is a project that we've been doing at La Crosse Public Library since 2013. Started as a walking tour, turned it into a trolley tour that we've now done with Explore La Crosse for over 10 years. Stage production for 5 years before COVID, kind of shut that project down. We turned it into a video series and podcast called Dark Lacrosse Stories, which is what we're here to talk about today. And then producers here at Fox kind of found that content, reached out to us and said, hey, we'd like to turn that into dramatic reenactment and historical documentary. So we've been working with Rivertown for 5 years too.
La Crosse is one of those river towns, right? And they are dotted up and down this area, especially Winona, whatever. Are the darker stories thicker? Do you have more of a cache here?
Because we're here. Yeah. So I think there's kind of a richer cultural history with a river town because the settlement, the white settlement of these towns was a mix of people. It was a mix of kind of East Coast people with money, but then also the working class that were working in the pineries and the forests north of here, working on the ships, working in the downtown areas. So there is kind of maybe a more interesting clash because of the transportation on the river. That would have been earlier transportation that others would have had over land.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Dark Lacrosse has been going on for how long, did you say?
Yeah, 2013 we started with walking tours.
Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's been 12 years.
No, and we do the walking tours still kind of on demand as needed. We've been working with Trolley Tour, Explore La Crosse for over 10 years. That's been an ongoing project. The stage production was nice for 5 years, but this Dark Lacrosse Stories project, that is where we've kind of expanded it and made it available to more people all over the country, all over the world, really.
Talk about this award. What's this award you guys have won?
Yep, so we won the Governor's Archival Award for Governor's Archives Award for Archival Innovation from the Wisconsin Historical Society and the Wisconsin Historical Records Advisory Board. It's a pretty prestigious award. We're very happy to have received that for Dark Lacrosse Stories, the video series and podcast, in which we've created over 60 episodes of this content. A lot of that content started on the stage, in the stage production. Then we said, how can other people see it that aren't here on a weekend in October to be able to go to the show at the Pump House? So we turned each one of those stories into a 15, 20-minute episode of a video series and podcast. And the award is really for our use of historic records to tell this interesting social and cultural history.
Is this the first acknowledgement that Dark Lacrosse has gotten?
Yes. So we've presented it at different conferences and things, but yes, this is the first big kind of award we've received for this. Rivertown won the Emmy a few years ago, but that's really your project. We were just a part of that.
Right. Well, I kind of think it's hand in hand. It's one hand washes the other.
We did get to have the Emmy at the library. We had some fun programming with the Emmy a few years ago.
Hey, it is a great prop. If you want to like make an impact, you got a big meeting, just put that thing in the background. It's wonderful.
It is great.
I've been telling us we got to rent it out. Yeah. So, is there any story of Dark Lacrosse that hasn't been told that you're really looking forward to? Is there anything out there that you're like, I can't wait till we unleash this? I am very excited about the new episode we're going to debut at the award event. Okay.
So the award event on November 24 at Capella Performing Arts Center, 6:30 to 8, free to the public. We are debuting a new episode at that event after we receive the award and acknowledge all the people that have been a part of this project. The new episode is going to be about Prohibition-era FBI raids of the major illegal distilling operations in La Crosse. So that's pretty exciting to just tell this interesting story that has come about. One of my staff, Sarah Ludington, worked with a patron, and his house, we determined, had a major still in the basement during Prohibition. It was a 15-foot basement that was built after the fact. And we found some articles talking about the FBI bust of that house. And then we found some new FBI busts, or some different FBI busts of a major operation downtown in a warehouse that was kicking out 4,000 to 6,000 gallons a week. Of moonshine. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So, hey, our liquor love goes way back.
It does. Yeah, it's just a fascinating thing that something that was legal, became illegal for 13 years, became legal again, and now flourishes. We actually brought La Crosse Distilling Company on board to help us tell this story, which is something we haven't done in the past. So this is actually a new element that we're featuring in this episode as we talk to Mitch over at La Crosse Distilling Company, and he's part of the episode. He talks about his operation, the master distiller there, talks about his operation and kind of reacts to our story.
Sure.
Talking to us about what would it look like to have this illegal operation, how easy would it have been to hide.
Sure.
And so that's going to be a fascinating part of this new episode.
Very much. It's November 24th.
November 24th.
Capella Performance Center is where it's at.
That's right.
6:30 to 8, you said?
That's correct.
Okay. Is there reservations? Do we need anything
Nope,
like that?
it's free to the public. 6:30 to 7 will be kind of a social half hour. Come and grab a drink. 7 o'clock, we'll start the program. Acknowledge all the people that have been a part of it. I hope a lot of them are there. And probably by 7:30 or so, we're going to show that new episode.
Excellent. Dark Lacrosse getting duly recognized themselves, and we'll give you that Emmy to put in the background.
Hey, all right. Yeah, that'd be great.
Make sure you mark your calendar. November 24th, 6:30 to 8, Capella Performance Center. And also go online, find Dark Lacrosse stories wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep, audio podcasts everywhere. YouTube is where you can watch the videos. I highly encourage the videos often to see the historic headlines and the photos.
Scott, thank you so much. I look forward to next year's Rivertown as well.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Living Local. We'll be back with more in a bit. Looking to improve your home? The Board Store Home Improvements in La Crosse is your one-stop shop for windows, doors, siding, kitchens, bathroom, and so much more. The Board Store Home Improvements. Improving your home, improving your life. Welcome back to Living Local. I'm Stephen Walker. Now, I am of two minds about the coming weather. I know a lot of our hunters would like some snow on the ground for the deer gun season that's coming up, but also, I don't care because winter is a doo-doo head. Here's Nathan Himsel with the weekend weather outlook.
Well, we are taking a little bit of a better weekend as we head in towards Friday here. It's pretty cold last weekend. We were seeing Friday 65 with mostly sunny skies. Then Saturday does cool down a few degrees, and that chance of rain is really more so in the afternoon. And then Sunday, mostly sunny once again. We'll see that cool down to the upper 40s. Let's break down that future cast a little bit for you as we head throughout Friday. Not too much. You might have some clouds that build a little bit later in the day, but things do look up. Saturday, you might have that chance of rain that really builds a bit farther north as you head into early Saturday. Thankfully, that does start to clear out as you head towards the evening hours, clearing those skies once again. Sunday morning, you're gonna see some sunshine out there, leading towards a pretty nice day, if only it was a little bit warmer. And that's gonna actually hold into Sunday night. For Friday, those forecast highs, like I said, a bit warmer. We're seeing 60 up in Ladysmith, 63 down in Viroqua, and then you'll have the mid 60s for most of that area in between. And then Saturday, holding around 50 degrees farther north, upper 50s farther south for some variation. And then Sunday is going to be much cooler, 42 Ladysmith, 45 down towards Viroqua as you head down into the valley. So hopefully you're able to stay warm as you start that new work week and make the most of what is going to be a pretty nice weekend. Back to you.
I'm joined by Shane Collins, owner of Ace of All Trades. You may have seen him, the GOAT of all trades here in the La Crosse area. What is the focus when people come to you at this time of year? What are they looking for mostly?
They're still looking for roofing and siding, but a lot of the roofing we'll wait till the spring to do it. We'll still do some siding now. A lot of interior work we start doing now.
Is it beneficial to your customers or for your customers to get to you now to schedule for the spring?
Yes, that's really a good thing. Coming in the winter time, probably January, February, we'll probably start running a promotion for a little bit off on the deal. So
when you're sitting around the Thanksgiving table here in the next week, you look up at your roof, might be a good time to give you a call.
Oh yeah.
You guys are the Ace of All Trades. I know you focus a lot on roofing and siding. What else do you do?
We do decks, we do windows, we do some stonework. We're a little bit of everything, but mainly roofing and siding.
Roofing and siding. So are you new roofs or repairing roofs?
Both.
Both?
Yep.
What do you see when you're driving through La Crosse County or the areas that you serve? What do you see as the biggest problem with a roof right now?
Some shingles are blowing off. They're just getting old and ratty and real bad shape. Try to stop in there and make a point of contact and try to talk to somebody, see if we can get something done.
People are thinking about their roof right now. What do you think they should be looking at? The shingles, obviously, that's like, you can see that, but what do you think they should be looking at deeper? Is there anything they should be on the lookout for?
Looking for wet spots inside the house, some from damage that's been happening. If the shingles are just real rough shape, but just don't look good.
Okay.
You see shingles missing, you see stuff that don't look right, just give us a call, we'll take a look.
Right on. What's the biggest mistake people make with their roofs?
Going to the cheap guy.
Yeah.
Usually the cheapest guy is not the cheapest way to go.
Right. Stands to reason, one of the rules I learned in high school carpentry classes, cheap, fast, or good. You can pick two, right? Is that pretty much the same with the roofs as well?
Yep, you can't get all three together.
That's right. Cheap, fast, or good. And definitely you guys are good, and I know that you can be fast. You can be cheap, but you'd rather work good, right?
Yep. I want it done right the first time so we don't have to come back.
There you go. Right the first time. He is the Ace of All Trades. He is Shane Collins. How do we get a hold of you?
Go to our website, or you can give us a call, 608-792-3009.
There you go. Ace of All Trades are who they are. Shane and his team are out there right now. Get your roof scheduled for the spring as soon as possible. Maybe wait a month or two because come January there's going to be some specials on it. You can get it good, fast, and a little bit cheaper. Shane, anything else?
Yeah, we are certified with GAF, Malarkey, and Certainteed. And with Certainteed, we are a select shingle master, which means we'll give the 50-year shingle and the 25-year workmanship warranty.
There you go, folks. Ace of All Trades are who they are. Give them a call today. We'll be back with more on Living Local in just a bit. That's all the time we have on this week's edition of Living Local. Big thanks to Scott Brower for stopping by. If you have the time and you're near La Crosse on Monday, take in the award reception for Dark La Crosse. Not only is it going to be a fun time, but the episode they have planned sounds incredible. Also, thanks to Shane Collins and Ace of All Trades. Tomorrow morning, when you're heading out or on your way to work or from work or whatever affords the most light to you, take a peek at your roof. Maybe see if you need to give Shane a call. If you got a minute, I want to talk about something special that's happening a week from tomorrow. On Friday, November 29th, Black Friday to those who celebrate, Space Bike is reuniting. That sound you just heard was a legion of punks of La Crosse's past, all gasping in unison.
Self-esteem, oh no. Now my daddy's
Casey Vierock, Davey Reinders, Dave Stolzen will be playing drums for him for the first time in 13 years. Space Bike takes flight next Friday at the Popcorn. Wow. That's all the time we've got this week, friends. Remember, next week is Turkey Day. This show will be on twice, once before football at 8:30, then again at our regular time at 6:30 p.m. And we have a lot of things planned for you to enjoy. So I'll see you then. Bye.